Your company already knows your AI risk score. They just haven't told you yet. In 2024, internal documents from 73 companies planning automation initiatives revealed something disturbing. Every single one had created automation vulnerability assessments, spreadsheets ranking every role by how easy it would be to replace with AI. The employees ranked high vulnerability had no idea they were even being evaluated. Most still don't. But the criteria these companies use aren't secret. You can run the same assessment on yourself tonight in 30 minutes. This is the AI risk audit, the same 5-question framework that shows up in internal automation studies across dozens of industries. Question 1, the repetition test. Write down your 5 main tasks, the things you do every day or week. Now ask, could I write step-by-step instructions for this task that a smart 16-year-old could follow? If yes, that task is high risk. Here's why. If you can document it as a process, AI can learn it as a pattern. And if AI can learn the pattern, someone's already building the tool to automate it. Data entry, invoice processing, scheduling, report generation, email responses that follow templates, all high risk. Tools like UiPath, Zapier, and dozens of specialized AI platforms are already doing these tasks for a fraction of what you cost. Count how many of your 5 tasks got flagged. Question 2, the decision weight test. Look at those same 5 tasks and ask, what's the cost if I get this wrong? If the answer is someone has to redo it or we lose a few hours, that's low decision weight. If the answer is the company gets sued or we lose a major client or someone could get hurt, that's high decision weight. Here's the brutal truth. Low decision weight equals low job security. Companies automate the safe-to-fail tasks first because if the AI screws up, the consequences are manageable. But if your decisions carry real weight, if getting it wrong means legal exposure, reputation damage, or safety risks, you're in a better position. Companies don't hand that level of responsibility to algorithms yet. How many of your tasks are low decision weight? Add that to your score. Question 3, the stakeholder test. Who do you interact with to get your job done? If the answer is mostly software and systems, that's a red flag. If the answer is difficult clients, cross-functional teams, or people in crisis, you're safer. High interpersonal complexity is the #1 factor that delays AI replacement. Not because AI can't talk to people, it can, but because people don't trust it yet, especially when emotions, politics, or ambiguity are involved. Customer service for angry enterprise clients, project management across 5 departments with competing priorities, negotiating vendor contracts, all safer than you think. Data migration that requires 0 human interaction? Not safe. Question 4, the exception test. Think about your last week of work. How many times did something unexpected happen that required you to deviate from standard procedure? If your answer is rarely or never, you're in trouble. If your answer is constantly or daily, you're more protected. AI is incredible at patterns. It's terrible at exceptions. The automation studies are clear. Roles with high exception frequency are marked as later phase or human-assisted only. Because when something weird happens, a client requests something outside the normal scope, a system fails in an unusual way. 2 policies contradict each other. AI doesn't improvise well. It escalates, errors out, needs a human. If your job is mostly exceptions and edge cases, you're harder to replace. Question 5, the expertise test. How long would it take to train your replacement? Be honest. Not how long did it take you to feel comfortable, but how long would it take someone sharp to do your job competently? If the answer is under 3 months, that's high risk. If it's over a year, you're in better shape. Training AI follows the same curve as training humans. Simple tasks with short learning curves? AI learns them faster than people do. But complex expertise, the kind that takes years of pattern recognition, industry knowledge, and judgment, AI still struggles with that. Add up your risk factors. high repetition tasks, low decision weight tasks, low stakeholder complexity, low exception frequency, short training timeline. If you scored 8 or higher out of 10 possible risk points, your job is in the automation crosshairs in the next 18 to 36 months. If you scored 4 to 7, you're in the Phase 2 category, safe for now, but not forever. If you scored 0 to 3, you've got time, maybe years. Use it wisely. If you're high risk, you have 2 plays. The lateral shift. Look for roles in your company that scored lower on the risk audit. Positions with higher decision weight, more exceptions, deeper expertise requirements. Start building relationships in those departments now. The skill stack. You can't make your current tasks less repetitive, but you can add new responsibilities that are. Volunteer for projects that involve stakeholder management. Take on work with higher consequences. Become the person who handles the weird cases. If you're medium risk, you're in the golden window. You have time to prepare, but not infinite time. Document your institutional knowledge. Build relationships. Make yourself expensive to replace, not through your tasks, but through your networks and context. If you're low risk, don't get comfortable. Low risk means not in the first wave. It doesn't mean never. The audit criteria will evolve. Here's what those 73 automation studies revealed. Companies don't automate jobs. They automate tasks. Your job title doesn't protect you. Your task profile does. And the gap between this job is safe and this job is gone isn't a decade anymore. For some roles, it's 18 months. The people who survive this aren't the ones with the right credentials or the most experience. They're the ones who saw it coming and moved first. You just ran the audit. You know your score. The question is, what are you going to do about it?